Hey guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be making vinyl box pouches. You all love my original box pouch video, so I thought I'd put a little fun twist and make it out of vinyl. This actually makes it quicker. Okay, so super quick project. I will have different kind of size options. This one's a little bit deeper. Here's a big one, and this one is in the original size of my box pouch video. So that's kind of how it would look if you made it out of vinyl. Super easy too. So all you need is some vinyl, a zipper, a few clover clips, your sewing machine and your thread, and that's seriously it. Let's jump right into the tutorial. I'm going to show you how to sew this vinyl box pouch. All right, everyone, here are the materials that you need to make a vinyl box pouch. So you need a piece of vinyl, and this one is measuring 8 by 12. I will have some photos of different options on the blog post with the different, this is the standard size from my popular fabric video, the cotton fabric box pouch video. So it's the same exact one, it's just in vinyl. So be sure to check the blog post below for all of those details. You need a 15-inch zipper. You want to have a nice large zipper. It's just a lot easier to work with. Some clips. We don't want to use pins because that will poke a hole in the vinyl, so we want to use some clips. And then we need two 1 by 2 inch vinyl pieces for our pull tabs. Of course, you also need some thread, coordinating thread, but you are going to see all of the stitching, especially on this vinyl. So I'm actually using a pop of color. I'll be doing pink stitching so that A, you can see it, and B, I think it will just be a really cute summery look. Let's head over to the sewing machine. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually put our sewing machine on a zigzag stitch. So we are actually going to zigzag our zipper onto our vinyl. You could do a straight stitch too if you want, but the zigzag looks really cute. Now the first step is going to be to zigzag stitch our vinyl onto our zipper. So when we do that, I want you to make sure that we are not overlapping the vinyl with the zipper teeth. We want to keep those zipper teeth free and clear to be able to pull our zipper pull down it. Also, place your vinyl about halfway through your zipper. You want to have a tail pretty long on either side. This is where those clips come in handy. Find a good spot and we will clip it. So left part's going to be going along the zipper teeth. I have about maybe 1/8 of an inch, just a real small little section, and then our vinyl. Basically, as long as your vinyl is not coming up on your teeth, you'll be good to go. As we're sewing, the vinyl can kind of get stuck on your table, on your sewing machine, so just be aware of that. Try to help glide it through. All right, once you get the end, you can cut your threads. Okay, so once you have that zigzag done, we are going to line up the other side of our vinyl and clip it into place. That way we know where that's supposed to be on that zipper before we open it up. So then what you're going to do is open up your zipper. And then grab the zipper kind of where you did that already and flip the other spot to the right. So this is why it's helpful to have a longer zipper. That way you can just get everything out of the way. That's the first thing. Second thing, I like to do it this way because then I can keep my stitch looking the same on both sides, because I'm going to run this left side of my presser foot right over those teeth. So this left side right over the teeth, just like I did before. That way the stitch looks the same on both sides of that zipper. Now we're not going to be able to line it up because we can't see the other side of the zipper, which is why we clipped it into place ahead of time. All right, trim your threads. All right, now once we're done, let's give that zipper a close and just make sure that it's working properly. There's nothing in the way. You can always trim that vinyl out of the way if you need to. Looking fine. So now we need to turn it right side or wrong side out. In order for us to do our interior seams. Then you want to close your zipper halfway. So my zipper's closed halfway. So now I want you to find the opposite point of our bag. So fold it in half, we're going to crease it. That way we'll know where that is. And we're going to line that crease up with those zipper teeth. Then we know we're perfectly in half. And then let's put a little clip. Now grab one of your pulls, fold it in half. And we're going to insert that with the fold going inside the bag. So our raw edges or our cut edges are going to be facing the outside of the bag. So here's our fold, our cut edge, then we'll clip it into place. Now the other side is open. So when we're clipping everything, we just need to make sure that everything is nice and secure and those zipper teeth are real close to each other. All right, I even like to overlap the zipper on the open side, just because as you're pushing it through the machine, sometimes it separates a little bit and it just sort of helps to keep those things really nice and tight. So once all of those things are clipped, again, make sure your zipper is open because we are going to seam up our sides and we need to be able to flip it then right side out. Put your machine to a straight stitch, and I'm going to use the width of my presser foot. So that's about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more, 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to stitch all the way down. There's no need to back stitch on this because we're going to box out those corners and that's going to get trimmed off anyways. I'm going to back stitch over that zipper. Now do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now our sides are sewn and we are going to box it out. So I'm going to show you how to do one and then it's the same exact process for all 4. So I'm going to grab a pen. So any sort of ballpoint pen will work. You can use a dry erase marker, just any sort of way that you can mark this fold. So where this fabric folds over right here, we are going to mark it. It's actually a bit helpful if you open the zipper up all the way. So here's where I marked it. This always confuses people a little bit, so hang with me here. So we marked on the fold. So when we box it out, we're going to take that mark and we're going to line it up with that seam. So here's our mark that we made and it's lined up with our seam. Okay, we want that seam going toward the bottom of the bag. So the seam needs to be going toward the side of your bag with no zipper. Okay, and if you make a mistake on that, it's not a big deal. The bag will still function just fine. So the extension plate on my sewing machine actually has a ruler right here, so I'm just going to use that, but you can grab a small ruler and we're going to measure from this corner. We're going to measure down 3/4 of an inch. Again, this is another measurement where you can determine how deep you want your box pouch to be. You can go 1 inch if you would like to. You can go 1/2 inch if you'd like to. So that's something you can experiment with. I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to use my ballpoint pen again and make a mark. And we're just going to slide that up with our sewing machine. put that mark right in the center line, so we line that up. I'm going to backstitch just one little stitch on here. We don't want to backstitch too much with vinyl because we don't want to perforate the vinyl and have it be weakened enough where it will then tear off of our stitching. So we want to be really careful with that, but I do want to kind of make sure it's secure. All right, trim those threads and then cut that end off, leaving, about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. All right, so that's how you box it out. Go ahead and repeat that same process for all 4 of the corners. Everything is boxed out and I need to trim my zipper. So just right in line with that seam. Trim off our zipper tails. Now we can flip it right side out. This gets a little tricky with vinyl sometimes, but just go slow and be gentle. So I like to get my nail in there and really pop out those boxed corners. So this is how tall it is with the 3/4 of an inch. And if you'd like it to be a little bit deeper, a little taller, then make that 1 inch. And you can personalize your pouch to be exactly how you want it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Check the description box down below for the blog post that has more pictures, photos, different kind of size options, and everything is listed out there really easily for you to just glance at and grab what you need. So thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.